So you think you've seen some crazy baits? You ain't seen nothing yet. We're gonna call this video Operation Spinnercrank. All right, let's go fishing. Water levels down quite a bit, 2 to 3 feet. I don't know if that helps us or hurts us. This lady coming up off the boat ramp as I was launching said she didn't have any luck today because of the wind, but it's pretty much always windy. This lake is like 2 lakes in one. There's a road that bisects it with a tunnel that goes through. And this is the windy side. All the time. The only time this lake is not windy is when I'm driving past it with no kayak, no fishing gear. Then it's like one big sheet of glass. We'll be heading up yonder. Get a little relief from the wind. There's a creek over there. Pulled some decent bass out of that sucker, so there's also a dock. Lots of timber. There's stuff to fish. I ain't gonna let a little wind stop me. There's a little flat right off this point over here where it transitions from deep to shallow. I'm just cruising, just trolling with the crankbait. Just a real small square bill, almost like a wake bait. I'm hoping it's deep enough to get under the surface when it's choppy like this, but top water is not the flavor of the day out here on the open water. Just gonna cruise across this and see if I can't get me a fish. I have no graph on my kayak, so no idea what the water temperature is. I'm gonna say mid-80s, feels like, at least on the surface. And that tree right there, that looks pretty promising to me. And because of the position of that other tree over there, I can tie off and cast to this thing. Maybe catch a fish. Wouldn't that be something? To actually catch a fish on a fishing video? Yeah, let's give that a try. Try, just because it's windy. Try to throw a spinner bait at it. See what kind of cast we can get off this thing. So this being Texas and all, 50-pound braid, got a, it's a 12 or 15-pound fluorocarbon leader on it. how does that even happen? All right, well, I got that nasty backlash out of there. I shouldn't be having this problem. Throwing a spinner bait downwind and got way more resistance than I need on this reel. I grew up fishing on spinning gear, so bait casting wasn't the first thing I learned. Man, I seem to get a lot of these things. I end up tying a lot of double uni knots. Be spending a lot of money on braid too. Okay, let's try this again. No backlash. Dog it! Not again. Just don't get it. Downwind on a spinnerbait even. This is like the time that this should absolutely not be happening. I haven't had to cut any line yet today, so I guess I should consider that a win. Okay, well, fish just either ain't seeing it or not liking what they see. Apparently the fish do not find you attractive, Mr. Spinnerbait. Oh. Okay, well, apparently my battery died while I was catching the first fish of the day. First and only so far. When I changed batteries out, GoPro said it was a repairing file repaired, so hopefully it got at least some of that footage, but in case not, got white bass here, or sand bass if you prefer. 14 inches, just under a pound, and it's gonna be dinner tonight because sand bass is actually pretty good. So anyway, took our little break here, caught him on a crankbait. He put up a good fight. He wrapped me up in a tree, so it was a struggle. I won, and so I'm having him for dinner instead of him having me. I am going to turn the camera around, and we're in really shallow water now. I got the crankbait back out, floating over here someplace. So I'm going to slowly paddle through the rest of these trees and up into the creek bed, and we'll see what we can make happen from there. If I hung up on a tree branch or if that was a fish. Man, I feel like I'm getting bit.
The good thing about jigs is that they're weedless.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, for the comedy portion of the show, if you watch a lot of fishing videos like I do, you know who Scott Martin is, and his cameraman, sidekick, Brandon, came up with the spinner worm, which is just what it sounds like, a worm on some swim bait. Well, Brandon, how about this, buddy? The Spinnercrank. That's right, buddy. Chartreuse crankbait, the red trailer hook on a deep diving crankbait. I mean, dude, look at that thing. How can you not catch fish on that thing? If I catch something on this, I swear, I will crap a chicken. Here we go. No frickin' way. Dude, tell me this is a fish. Oh yeah. Another white bass on the Spinnercrank. Eat your heart out, Brandon. Look at that. Look at that. Just barely got him in the lip and got him in the gill with the trailer hook. That's craziness. I love it. That's hilarious. Oh, 12.5 ounces. What do we get for length here? Right at 13. No largemouth, no smallies, but got us some white bass and got it on the Spinnercrank. That might be my favorite fish ever, just because I caught it on that thing. Let's throw it out there again. Might be on a Spinnercrank pattern. All right, so just wanted to review the fishing trip that went down yesterday. It was not bad, man. It was fun. Even a bad day fishing beats a good day working, so hey, I ain't gonna complain. It was windy. I don't know how much that affected the fishing, but caught one small largemouth and a couple of white bass. It's a bummer that the first white bass that I caught, that's when the battery went out and corrupted that file. So it was completely gone. The most exciting thing that happened that day, so of course it's not on the camera, but yeah, it hit on that little square-billed crankbait and wrapped me up in a tree. So it was a little bit of a struggle, but caught him on board and had him for dinner last night. He was tasty. Had both them white bass for dinner last night. Recipe that I saw on Lake Fork Guy. I don't know if you watch any of his videos. You know what I'm talking about. If not, go give him a subscribe. He's got a great channel. Frank's Red Hot. And take those fillets, cut them into small pieces. Let them marinate in Frank's Red Hot for an hour or two, and then just batter them up. And I did a 50-50 max of flour and cornmeal, salt and pepper, and I put a little bit of oregano in it, and then just breaded up those little bite-sized chunks and put them in some nice hot oil till they float. They're done. That's good eating. That white bass, or sand bass, some people call it. That's good eating. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching the video. If you haven't already done so, hit subscribe, hit like, tell your friends about us. And we have a page on Facebook too, Inglorious Bass-ter on Facebook. Check it out there too. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. See ya!